And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On the carry, here's Clement. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Off of play action, Luck. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Luck. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Switch 5-2. Check 15, check 15.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run with Clement. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
This is Clement. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angle.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's Locke. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, Locke. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Forced out to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Don't ride out of bounds. We're not playing pussy ball.
Line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
57 seconds. I miss fucking opportunity to get the goddamn ball on top of the hat.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A second quarter score from Carson. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let her off.
From the gun, here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
About a bitch.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Wentz.
Oh, shit.
Set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh,
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I don't want to go.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Key right.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Hey.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Being chased out left.
Come on, where y'all at? There it is.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Holding.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is and he'll take this into the end zone.
Touchdown!
So let's see what
Let's
this is
go!
about.
Oh,
Now here's
back,
Locke as his guys
go!
go for 2 here.
All right, let's give me a good game. I'm hyped now.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Dancing to his left.
Threw it away.
At the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, defense, let's stop
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the
wrong person. I want that quarterback
and
hurt.
sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often And for them to limit him and not catch a ball
21 come up and get that.
It's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Get out of here.
Complete.
Get out of here.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man.
Let's go.
And you got to trust yourself and go up with that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Monday.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley.
God damn it.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down.
Hold on to the ball.
It's incomplete.
I had you.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck.
And pass interference, come on.
But there is
Let's
a flag
go.
down, so hang
Man.
on. A big call coming on 3rd
Can't hold
down.
my boy Odell.
Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might
You
get a
can't
PI
hold
called at just about any point
Odell.
during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Dumbass pass.
Intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
God damn it, why'd I throw it to
Short
fucking
return
Corey?
will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wentz. It's a short
Yeah, taking that back.
to his tight end.
Right out of bounds.
He's got this almost to the 40
Yeah.
before going out. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Run.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete.
That fucking ball out your hand.
Made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What do they have to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get
you think a screen going to work against me?
Flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Giant gets home as down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing.
It's caught.
Get out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. He ain't on there. Fuck him.
2-yard line. The time to pull out
Fucking
the stops
Alshon
is now,
Jeffrey.
and they convert
Ain't that
there
about
on
a
4th
bitch?
down.
Put some pressure on that motherfucking quarterback.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Drop the ball.
He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll be
Get out of
taken down
here.
near the 20 at
This
the
ain't high
21.
school football.
It's a
That
safety
shit don't
run,
work
Parker
on
there
me.
to make the tackle. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Wentz. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And no! The Eagles are able to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in the... Not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. Now it's Barkley. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute
We
warning.
don't.
Let's see if they
But
do
we
it anyway. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over, But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it.
Are you kidding me?
Because if we don't get
out of here.
Give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Get that fucking ball out of here.
He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Throwing now, Luck. This is caught. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.